Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jatnika Muhammad Fadilah. My student ID 250512300017. On this occasion, I will analyze two research article abstract from engineering journals as part of my abstract analysis segment. The first article represents a good abstract, while the second one is an example of a poor abstract. I will explain their structure, content quality, coherence, and clarity, and finally provide a short comparison and reflection. The first article is titled Understanding the Development of Mechanical and Thermally Induced White Layers in IC 52100 Steel During Hard Turning. Process, Microstructure, Property Relationship. It was published in the Journal of Material Research and Technology by Elsevier. The abstract contains around 220 words. Structure and explanation. First, purpose or objective. The abstract clearly states the objective. The study investigates the effect of feed rate, cutting speed, and tool wear on the different white layers and their influence on the surface integrity. The sentence shows that the study aims to understand how machining parameters affect the surface microstructure of steel. The purpose is specific, measurable, and relevant to the field of manufacturing and materials engineering. Second, method. The authors mention microstructural analysis reveals that the MWL formed by dynamic recovery mechanism. This part shows the microstructural analysis was the main method to examine the formation of the white layer. The method is scientifically described and directly related to the study's objective. Third, results. The abstract presents quantitative data, for example, the mechanically induced white layer exhibited 26% higher hardness than the bulk material. The thermally induced white layer shows 27% higher hardness. These numerical values demonstrate the credibility and precision of the result. It also compares two conditions, mechanical and thermal, which helps readers clearly understand the findings. Fourth, conclusion. The abstract ends with a strong conclusion. This research demonstrates a promising hard-turning strategy for producing advantageous MWL with nanocrystalline grains and improved surface integrity. This line effectively summarizes the outcome and the practical contribution of the study. Why it is a good abstract? This abstract is considered good because it follows a complete and logical structure, purpose, method, results, and conclusion. It includes quantitative data that support the findings. The sentences are coherent, precise, and academic. The conclusion highlights the significance and innovation of the research. Overall, it communicates all essential information clearly within one concise paragraph. Poor abstract analysis. The second article is titled Enhancement of Process Parameters for CNC Turning of Stainless Steel Utilizing a Coated Tool. It was published in the International Journal of Scientific Research in Mechanical and Materials Engineering, and the abstract has around 180 words. Structure and explanation. First, purpose or objective. The authors begin by saying, current research work presents optimization of process parameters to minimize cutting forces and surface roughness. Although the purpose is mentioned, it is too general. The opening sentence about environmental awareness makes the abstract unfocused and too long before reaching the real aim. Second, method. The method section says design of experiments is conducted using Taguchi's L27 orthogonal array. This statement is correct, but it lacks detail. There is no explanation about materials, equipment, or experiments setup. It simply lists the tools used without context. Third, results. The abstract states the depth of cut is found to have more significance of cutting force followed by cutting speed. However, no numerical data or analysis results are presented. Readers cannot evaluate how strong or valid the results are because everything is described qualitatively. 4. Conclusion. There is no clear conclusion at the end. The abstract ends abruptly without summarizing the findings or explaining their significance for the field. Why it is a poor abstract? This abstract is considered poor because the structure is incomplete, it misses a clear conclusion, it contains too much general background and not enough technical content, there are no quantitative data to support the results, the sentences are not coherent and jump between topics, and it fails to emphasize the scientific contribution or novelty of the study. In short, the abstract does not effectively communicate the main message of the research. To summarize, writing a good abstract requires clarity, structure, and coherence. An effective abstract should answer four key questions. What was done? How was it done? What was found? And why does it matter? The Elsevier abstract answers all four questions clearly. The second abstract, however, lacks focus and data, making it difficult for readers to understand the main contribution. Therefore, a well-written abstract is not only a summary of the research, but also the first impression that determines whether readers will continue to read the full paper. Thank you for watching my presentation. That's all for my analysis of the two engineering journal abstract, one good and one poor. I hope this comparison helps to understand what makes an abstract effective in scientific writing. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.